And what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about WWE SummerSlam this weekend, August 2nd, August 3rd, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today we're going to be talking about all the matches, all the rumors, my predictions, and how I think the show is going to be booked. Also, the match lineup that I'm going to do is how I would book it. Probably not even close to how it's actually going to go down. So, with that being said, let's get into all the matches. Let's give you my thoughts. Let's get into it. Our first match is going to be Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. I think this would be a great first match for SummerSlam weekend. Now, the winner of this match really depends on if Karrion Kross has renewed his contract or not. I still haven't seen any word on whether or not it has been renewed, so if it hasn't been, expect him to lose. And if it has been, probably still expect him to lose. I think Sami and Karrion have been putting on a nice little program between the two of them. I think we're going to get a really hard-hitting, fun match here at SummerSlam. But I do think during this match, even though I think Sami Zayn's going to get the win, I would expect the crowd to really start cheering more for Karrion than Sami. I kind of feel like we're going to get a crowd favorite with Karrion. So even though he might not win the match, he won the crowd. That's really all that matters, right? All right, and then next up for the Intercontinental Championship, it is going to be Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Yes, I'm glad this match is finally happening. I think this match is probably going to be more amazing than we think it's going to be. I do hope that Roxanne accompanies Dom to the ring. I think that would be great and give Liv more ammo for whenever she comes back. But I do think that AJ is going to be getting the upper hand, and I would also expect Finn Balor and JD McDonough to come down to the ring as well. Now keep in mind, in the next 2-3 weeks, Dominic is going to be at AAA for Triple Mania 33, and he's going to be challenging for the AAA Mega Championship. At this point, I think he's going to be losing the IC title because he's going to be winning the Mega Championship. And that's probably going to be a banger match too, and it's going to be live on YouTube from what I believe. Dominic Mysterio, Vikingo, Dragon Lee, and El Grande Americano. Come on, that just has Blockbuster written all over it. Sort of. And if JD and Finn Balor come down to the ring, by the way, during the IC match, why do I kind of feel like Vikingo and maybe Dragon Lee or El Grande Americano will come down also, to kind of help Dom, but not really. And honestly, I wouldn't be amazed if we just got a weird appearance from Mr. Iguana. Guarantee that might happen. To wrap this all up, AJ Styles is picking up the win. He's going to be the new IC champ in a couple weeks. Dominic is going to be the AAA Mega Champion. That's going to happen. And then moving on for the WWE Women's Championship, it is going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I don't know how I feel about this match. I kind of feel like they're both still pretty new to be putting on a match like this on such a grand stage. I could be completely wrong. I mean, the Charlotte-Tiffany match was a banger. It really was. But I don't know who was calling that match in the ring. Was it Charlotte? Was it Tiffany? I really just don't want it to be a botch fest and make both of them look terrible. I don't want that to happen at all. They're both great performers individually. I definitely see Jade Cargill winning the championship at SummerSlam, but I don't expect that reign to go very long because I would expect them to have a rematch at Clash in Paris, and Tiffany's probably going to pick up the title again. Or is this going to be setting up some kind of Jade versus Bianca feud, which I have a feeling might happen also. Maybe at the end of their match at SummerSlam, Bianca comes down to congratulate Bianca and then just turns on her. I can see that happening. I think Tiffany has done a great job. She's not the best champion, but she's done the best with what she's been given. And maybe they're finally just going to give Jade a chance and see how she takes the ball. So my final prediction for this, Jade Cargill, but we're going to be getting a rematch at Clash in Paris. That's what I'm going to say. All right, now moving on to the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. It is going to be Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. So let's put this out there first. I absolutely still hate Charlotte. Hate her. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. I hate her all the times. But this inconvenient friendship between her and Alexa Bliss has been kind of great to watch. I kind of feel they were put together because, obviously Charlotte wasn't really getting over as a face as well as she should have been. So they put her with Alexa, who's a great face, and she's kind of bringing out the human side of Charlotte, a different side of Charlotte that we haven't seen before. It's not like this narcissistic angle that she's always a part of. And what's great is, if my memory serves me right, Alexa and Charlotte, used to really hate each other in real life. So for them to put all that aside, or maybe just grow up, and, be able to tag together, I mean, I guess that's I guess that's good for them. And other inconvenient friendships really are Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. I feel like Raquel is just like, all right, fine. I'm okay with you. You're cool. You haven't replaced Liv Morgan yet, but you're still all right. And again, that's going to give one more thing for Liv Morgan to come back to that's, going to make her mad and make her want to beat up everybody in Judgment Day. Side note, I kind of am really hoping for like Finn Balor versus Liv Morgan. I think that would be remarkable. I think Raquel has done a lot better in the past couple of months. I don't know what came over her. Maybe everything just finally clicked. I don't know, but she's been doing great. So her versus Charlotte is going to be a blast to watch. But in the final end, I think we are going to be getting new tag team champions with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. But we're going to get that rematch at Clash in Paris. So I think you're still going to retain there as well. But, I think I read somewhere that there was somewhere in the storyline that possibly Alexa Bliss could be turning heel. So if that is the case, is she going to be turning heel on Charlotte? Because that would be great. So imagine them winning like the championships. Boom, immediately turns heel. Like the old Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins deal. Remember when they won the tag team championships and then Dean immediately turned on Seth? Maybe we're going to get something like that. I would be okay with that. All right, now moving on to the match of the night. It is going to be for the United States Championship in a steel cage. Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. This match is just going to be in my head anyways. I love steel cage matches, especially, when you got people that are willing to just jump off of anything, fly off of anything, and hurt themselves just for the fun of the crowd, and that's what Solo and Jacob are probably going to do. Now, another fun thing about this is that everybody and their brother is going to get involved with this match as well. I fully guarantee that Tongaloa, JC Mateo, and Tala Tonga are going to be getting into the cage to be helping out Solo Sikoa. And Jacob Fatu is going to have some kind of backup. And I honestly hope it's going to be, obviously, 1, Jimmy Uso. 2, I hope it's Tonga Loa returning. And 3, I think we're going to get Zilla Fatu. That would be amazing. I would love to see that, and hopefully the crowd would go berserk for that. So just imagine 8 Samoans just flying around and backflipping and just beating the hell out of each other, and the ref's like, you know what, I'm just going to let it happen. We'll wait till they tire themselves out, and then we'll get to the counting. Because that's what a good steel cage match needs. Pure pandemonium. And also, does Jacob Fatu really need a title? The dude is so over, it's unreal. And I kind of hope that he loses just so he can move on to the winner of the CM Punk Gunther match. That's what I really want to happen. Or maybe he ends up going after the winner of John Cena Cody Rhodes, because aren't we supposed to have that draft? I thought we were supposed to have the draft by now. I do think this Solo is going to retain, but if he doesn't, that's fine. If Jacob takes the title, that's fine. I just don't think Jacob needs the title. Dude is a star without it. And then to end night 1, we're going to be having CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, the outcome of this match really depends on if Seth's injury is kayfabe or not. I don't know, man. Like, I know I've seen the video that Becky Lynch put up of Seth Rollins just out there on crutches and all that, but these two are like masters at this. That's what they do. Now, if Seth really is injured, I do think we are going to be getting CM Punk winning the title. And it's going to be just an absolute chop fest, nasty match. Punk's chest going to look like roast beef probably by the end of it. Maybe Seth will tell Heyman and the Bronze to go down to the ring and try to keep Punk from winning, just so they can keep Seth proud, I guess. And if Punk were to beat Gunther, what do you think? He would need like 3 go-to-sleeps at least? Now, if Seth's injury is not real, I can still see Punk winning the championship. And then once he wins, definitely the Bronze are going to get into the ring, and Gunther's going to help beat up Punk for the fun of it because, he just lost his title. And then Seth's music's going to hit. He's going to come out to the ring. He's going to be on his crutches, and he's going to come out, and he's going to be like, ha! This is what I wanted to see. I can't wait to fight you when I'm back, Punk. It's going to be great. It's going to be an epic title match. And he's going to come down to the ring and then just stop, hand his crutches over to Heyman, hop in the ring, cash in, boom, he's our new champion. Can you see that happening? Because I can see that happening. And then this will set up the, 427th match between Punk and Seth Rollins. Only this time it's going to be for a title. Seth, if your injury is real, I hope for the best for you. Honestly, get back, speedy recovery. Hope it goes great for you and all that. And I think this would be a good enough time for everyone to kind of forget that how much you hate Punk. Give us a break for like 7 months. All right, now to start out night 2, it is going to be Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Now keep in mind, if Lyra Valkyria does not win, then she cannot challenge for the IC title as long as Becky Lynch is champion. Now, much like Jacob thought too, does Becky Lynch need a title as well? I mean, she's a star by herself without even having any kind of championship. Not that I'm a big fan of Becky Lynch, don't get it twisted. I think she's kind of at the point in her career where she should be putting over, some of the younger talent. But my biggest question out of all this is, how does Bayley fit in? How does Bayley not make it to WrestleMania, and she's not going to be on the SummerSlam card? She's going to be getting involved in this match somehow, some way. Do I think she's going to come down to help out Lyra? Maybe. Or does she come down to help Becky Lynch? Maybe. And she's kind of been giving off heelish vibes a little bit, but I kind of think that's going to be a swerve. Because what I think is going to happen is that Lyra probably is going to win the championship, but I think Bayley's going to come down and Lyra is going to turn on Bayley. So therefore, we're going to be getting Lyra as a heel. Heck, even if she doesn't win the title, I think this is still going to happen. Because Bayley's going to be like, look, I tried to help you out. I want you to win, blah, 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 blah. And we're still going to get a Lyra heel turn. Now, I could be completely wrong about that, but I think that's probably going to be for the best interest of this match. And then as for Becky, she can go on, do whatever she wants to do. And we're going to get Bayley, Lyra for a couple of rounds at least. So, yeah, Lyra wins, but at Bayley's cost. How about we go with that? And then next up for our fun celebrity match of the weekend, it's going to be Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Or The Miz. If you haven't been made aware by now, Drew is legit stuck over in the UK, London, I believe. He went over for his friend's wedding. He was getting ready to get on the plane to come back home, and they were like, not today, Mr. McIntyre. He was like, what are you talking about? You know who I am. You know I live in the United States. They were like, not today, sir. So somehow he's stuck over there, I guess, without his passport, which is weird to me because don't you need a passport to get to other countries? Or, I don't know, I don't have a passport. I'm not exactly sure how it all works. But The Miz went on to Instagram and he made a very good case on why he should be replaced with Drew McIntyre if Drew doesn't make it back to the United States in time. And honestly, I kind of want to see Miz and Logan now versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Miz has done a lot with a lot of celebrities. You know, he's a guy you can trust. I mean, didn't The Miz even bring in Logan Paul? So why would they not put them two together? You know, Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, they're going to be picking up the win. Jelly Roll supposedly has been training a lot, even moved himself down to Florida to go to the Performance Center to learn and train, which has been great. Unlike other celebrities who got put into a huge storyline and then just fumbled everything. Not going to mention any names yet. I love watching celebrity matches because you just never know if they're going to be good, if they're going to be terrible, but it's still a fun, tragic, wonderful mess to watch. And honestly, I can't even believe Randy was like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, sure, put me with Jelly Roll. That's fine. I guess this shows where Randy's at in his career. He's just out there having fun. The winner's obviously Jelly Roll, Randy Orton. It's going to be a fun match. Just enjoy it. Eat some popcorn. It's going to be good. All right, next up for the Women's World Championship, it is going to be Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. Keep in mind, Stephanie McCurr has won the chance to win this title at Clash in Paris on August 23rd. So this is kind of setting up who I think is going to be winning this match. I do think that these three are going to put on a hell of a match, maybe even like the sleeper match of the night where you're like, this is going to be a women's match. No, they're going to kill it. I will forever watch Io Sky and Rhea Ripley fight each other. I don't know what it is about these two, but they have great chemistry together, and they are just absolute blast to watch. And then you're going to add Naomi into the mix, who's even more fun to watch. Come on. I have a feeling that Stephanie is going to be either watching at ringside or she's going to be watching from the stage. You know how they do it. Stephanie's going to be out there to make sure that she knows who she's going to be fighting, and I think it's going to be Naomi. There is no reason for Naomi to drop the title that she just cashed in on to get, and then give it to Io Sky or give it to Rhea just for them to drop it literally 2-3 weeks later at Clash in Paris to Stephanie. That's stupid. Naomi's going to get some kind of dirty win out of this, and hopefully if we're all lucky, we're going to get another 19 matches of Rhea versus Io. Naomi's going to be picking up the win, and then Stephanie's going to be picking up the win. Maybe. Do you think they're going to... I don't think they're going to end Naomi's reign that quick. I really don't. Now I think about it. we'll see how I feel in a couple weeks when we do the Clash in Paris pay-per-view predictions video. All right, next up it's going to be Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Get ready for a spear versus spear versus spear versus tsunami match. Look, if Bronson Reed does a spear, I'll probably shut the match off. There's going to be one guy that's allowed to do the spear and one female that's allowed to do the spear. And as for the dudes, the only one that's allowed to do it is Braun Breaker. Dude literally looks like he's breaking people in half. Hence the name. Now this match has a couple of rumors and things going around with it. One of them being Braun Breaker possibly turning face. I think this would have happened if Seth was still here, again, pending if his injury is real or not. Supposedly, he's supposed to turn on Seth so he could face him for the championship, once Seth were to cash in. If that's not the case, then they're probably just going to be extending that story down the line whenever Seth comes back, and we're going to have Braun Breaker as a heel for 7-8 more months. But then there was also rumblings of Jey Uso turning heel on Roman, as get back for everything that he did that Roman did to Jey all those years, and then maybe Jey is going to be the new leader of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. I don't know how well that would really work, but it's a rumor. I think that Roman and Jey are going to be picking up the win, but I think there's going to be an aftermath beatdown. Remember, Roman's going to be going off to film, Street Fighter or something like that, so I wouldn't be surprised if after the match, Braun and Bronson just literally beat the hell out of Roman, to write him off. And hey, maybe if Jay's heel turn really does happen, he's going to orchestrate all of it anyways. Who knows, maybe this is the match where Zilla Fatu debuts and helps out Roman and Jey. Could be, I don't know. Roman, Jey, pick up the win, but you're going to be written off afterwards. And then in a 6-pack challenge, it's going to be a TLC match for the WWE Men's Tag Team Championship, and it's going to be DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns versus the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits versus Fraxium versus Andrade and Rey Fenix. This match is going to set the place on fire. This is probably going to be the match of the weekend, and I cannot freaking wait. They better let this match go at least 30 minutes or more. The standout stars of this match definitely going to be Street Profits and Andrade and Rey Fenix. Unfortunately, I kind of feel like the Wyatts got the tag team championship so they can be transitional champions. I really hate that the Wyatts have cooled off so much when they were red blazing hot. And then, unfortunately, Bo Dallas got hurt, and that set the whole thing behind. I don't think that they have the whole appeal that they originally do. They just don't feel as special as they did, and I hate saying that. Now, reports are saying that there's people backstage that want Andrade to get a great push. He totally deserves it. And I don't know if teaming him up with Rey Fenix is the push that, people were asking for, but hey, he's probably going to end up getting a title here at SummerSlam. I think after it's all said and done, it's going to be Andrade, Rey Fenix winning the championship. Because let's be honest, the tag team division on both Raw and SmackDown really sucks right now. Like, we need a lot more teams. Definitely DIY is going to be doing great with that. I highly expect Fraxium to be absolutely phenomenal. And Motor City Machine Guns, they're great. I just don't feel that people like them. Or they haven't gotten fully over. There's just something about them where I'm like, you have it, but you don't. That's just my personal feeling. I know a lot of people love them, but I don't know what it is. I just hope there's 1,000,000 ladders, 600 Slim Jim tables, a whole bunch of chairs, and it's just pure mayhem. I hope they're fighting out in the crowd. Hope they're fighting on top of MetLife Stadium. I want it all, baby. This might even be the first match of the night for all I know. Whatever happens, it's going to set the pace for the rest of the night and probably won't be beaten because, again, this is going to be the match of the weekend. All right, and then for our final match, it is going to be John Cena and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship. This match is going to be the best told story match of the weekend. Thank God Travis Scott is going to be out there. Him and WWE have had a brutal falling out, which is probably proper because I guess he just wasn't putting in the effort that he should have been. But that's okay because he ruined WrestleMania 41 main event. Now, we all know what's going to happen with this match. We're going to be getting that double turn. I don't think The Rock is going to be showing up, so we're not going to be getting Cody selling his soul to The Rock. But I do think what's going to be happening is that Cody's going to get frustrated because he can't put Cena away, so now he's just going to have to start doing some heel tactics in order to win. Expect him to either knock a ref out or distract the ref. And there's probably going to be a point in the match where Cena is going to hit Cody with the belt, and then he's just going to be like, I can't do it. I'm John Cena. I can't do this. This is not who I am. And then that's when Cody's going to take over and, obviously beat Cena with the belt, chairs, whatever it is. This better be a long match with great storytelling the whole way. Even though we know what's going to be happening, we can't wait to see how it unfolds. And I think at the end of the match, you're going to see Cody standing there like above Cena, holding the title up. And maybe this is wishful thinking. Why do I see like Paul Heyman becoming like a spokesperson for Cody Rhodes too? Not saying that's what's going to happen. That's kind of what I would like to happen. And if that doesn't happen, what if Brandy Rhodes decides to come down and, be Cody's manager now? Whatever happens for this match, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see how it happens. And like, it's good for Cena because he got to play the first half of his going away tour as a heel, and now he can finish it up as a face the way that it should be. I love Cena's heel run. It might not have been the greatest, but it's still something that we've been wanting for a very, very long time. To be able to see John, play both roles the last year of his career, it's been great. Let's be honest. Cody, you're going to be picking up the win. You're now going to be a heel. I expect you to have black hair on SmackDown next Friday. And, yeah, I'm excited for this match. I kind of wish this was first just so we can get it out of the way. But they're going to make us wait to the very last second on Sunday night. I know. It's going to be worth it, though. All right, folks, that's going to be today's show. What do you think is going to be happening this weekend at SummerSlam? Leave your predictions down in the comments. If you want to join me on Twitter, hit me up at Raw is Warbucks or Michael Warbucks, whatever you want to hit me on. I'm there. And we can chat the whole night if you'd like. So, that being said, you guys have a great day. Stay awesome, and I will see you back here for Clash in Paris. Am I been saying that wrong the whole time? I hope not, because I'm not recording this video again. All right, have a good one, guys.